Hi, welcome to Automotive Show. DILMIN Luxury Car Expert. Hit the like button and subscribe to my show. Today on the show, I'm going to talk about the all-new Toyota SEQUOIA, about its mechanical specifications, its engine options, and my take on its interior and exterior. Overall, my total view of the vehicle. So, end of the video, please share your opinions in the comment section and please subscribe. Now, let's get started. Now, for many people who don't know, for viewers who don't know, the Toyota SEQUOIA is Toyota's full-size SUV comparator for the GMC Yukon XL, Yukon, Suburban, Tahoe, Ford Expedition, and Jeep Wagoneer. That is where this vehicle competes. So, just to clarify where it competes. Plus, this vehicle now technically replaces the previous Land Cruiser 200 as well. Just to clarify on that as well. So, I would say this SEQUOIA makes sure that people does not need the Land Cruiser at all in North America. People will not miss the Land Cruiser. Trust me, you will not. So let's start with the basics. It comes with 8 seats, 4-wheel drive, a 10-speed automatic, powered by a 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6 hybrid drivetrain, iForce Max, same as a Tundra hybrid, making 437 horsepower and 600 feet of torque. That's impressive. That's more power than a Suburban or a Tahoe or a Yukon in terms of horsepower. And in terms of towing, this will tow up to 9,000 pounds, which is higher than Yukon XL, Suburban, Tahoe, and Escalade. Also higher in towing capacity than the entire fleet of General Motors, except the Wagoneer has a higher towing capacity, except the Wagoneer and the Expedition. So you're thinking, well, it beats out the main 4 GM competitors. Good job. In terms of performance and towing, impressive. And in fact, in terms of engine horsepower, it destroys the Jeep Wagoneer. Just to clarify, not so much the Ford Expedition, because after the facelift, you do get more power. Let's talk about the trim levels you can have with the new SEQUOIA. SR5 Limited, Platinum, TRD Pro, ES. And my favorite, I am not a big off-road fan, my favorite is the capstone. Now in the Tundra, the capstone got flack for being not so much luxurious than a 1794 trim. But in this, I have seen the pictures, the interior and everything. I will say this is the best non-premium full-size SUV in the market. The capstone has a better interior, better quality, more standard kit than a Jeep Wagoneer. The Jeep Wagoneer is a joke compared to the capstone. I will be bold out to say this thing right now. I'm not going to wait around on that. That's the truth. It's the best interior out of all full-size SUVs. That's the truth. The capstone. So let's talk about mechanical specifications that I'm very interested in. The headline, the highlights of those things. Rather than remaining independent rear suspension, Toyota have made the SEQUOIA go back to a rear live axle, more old-fashioned approach rather than having independent rear suspension. However, you can have rear air suspension and adaptive dampings as well on the TRD Pro and above if you want to. So air suspension and damping is available, but it comes standard rear live axle. So technically means that this vehicle is back to basics. Why? Because Toyota have to satisfy the Land Cruiser buyers who want proper affordabilities. They also have to satisfy the buyers who want luxury and comfort, who would buy a Yukon XL, a Yukon, Suburban, Tahoe, or a Wagoneer or Expedition. So they got to satisfy their group as well. So that's why they have gone for a rear live axle rather than remaining independent rear suspension. Now, if you go top of the trims, as I said, you can have adaptive dampers and rear air suspension. So that's brilliant. So let's talk about my general opinion on styling. The Tundra was controversial. People said it looked ugly, ugliest pickup truck of the year, blah blah. But the SEQUOIA is a revelation. I love it. I think it's the best looking full-size SUV in the market. It makes the Wagoneer look like a bland Jeep Compass. And it makes the GMC Yukon XL look like a chromed up nothing. It's just a chromed up boring SUV. That's how good the new SEQUOIA is in terms of styling, in my personal opinion. It makes everyone else look so obsolete. That's the truth. Now, in the future, I will also In terms of moving on for practicality, yes, the American competition has a larger boot space and a larger space in terms of interior space, but not much different that you might say, you know what, it's that small. No, it's very much big. Unless you're very picky, then I guess it's smaller, but who cares? People don't generally use a third row every single day. I guarantee you, 99.9% of people who buy full-size SUVs don't use a third row. So it doesn't matter in terms of space. And the second row, it's more than spacious enough. You can even get rear seat entertainment. That's brilliant. Indeed, and a panoramic sunroof as well. And also, let's talk about interior. Now, the one I'm going to focus on is the range-topping capstone variant. And the interior is gorgeous, it's luxurious, it's opulent, it feels solid, it feels well built, it feels like it's a tank. That's how it feels. The Lexus LX, what it's based on, is even better. As I previously said, previous videos, the Lexus LX is way better than Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, Grand Wagoneers, Escalades, and GMC Hummers, way better than all of them, only beaten by the Europeans. Same case with the Sequoia. Sequoia is way better than its American competition in interior, comfort and luxury, and interior appointments. Fantastic. And I especially love the interior color scheme on the capstone as well. The white and black interior. I love that interior. I adore it. Personally, I would like more wood trim in the vehicle. Tad more wood trim to make it more make it more extravagant look. But it doesn't need to. It already is for the capstone version. So I love the interior. However, if you don't want the capstone, there are lesser trim levels like the TRD Pro. In my opinion, that will sell a tad better because more people will want the Land Cruiser affordability. For them, the TRD Pro will suit better. So the TRD Pro interior, I have also seen the interior is fantastic in that vehicle as well. Not quite posh as the capstone, but very comfortable and luxurious. Then you have the Platinum. So the Platinum again kind of serves no purpose for me because I don't know why you buy a Platinum version here. It's luxurious. I have seen the interior pictures and the images. It's luxurious, it's opulent and fantastic. Same goes with limited trim, very good, luxurious. And the SR5 is the most basic trim, but it's not that basic to be fairly honest. It will serve most people very much, very well. So let's talk about affordability. Will this be capable as a Land Cruiser? Yes, this will be very much 100% equally capable as a Land Cruiser. In fact, it will have the same affordability as the Land Cruiser 300 in global markets, since the Lexus LX 600, Toyota Sequoia and Land Cruiser and Tundra are all based on the same platform, just so you should know. Yes, the LX is less capable of it because LX is a Range Rover Mercedes compared to an American wheel. So it does not need to have so much affordability in my personal opinion. So Land Cruiser buyers, Land Cruiser enthusiasts, buy the Sequoia. It's a worthy replacement for the Land Cruiser. The Sequoia is worthy to replace the Land Cruiser. So what is my overall verdict? My overall verdict, I am impressed. Now prices wise, now they have estimated the prices will start from $50,000 to around $70,000. So I would think more like $68,000 for the capstone and $51,000 for the SR5 in my personal opinion. So what is my total opinion on this vehicle? Value, everything combined. I think Toyota has done it. Toyota's patience have paid off. It's once said, patience is a virtue. And Toyota's patience have paid off. Finally, the Sequoia is miles better and murders and destroys GMC Yukon, Cadillac, GMC Yukon, Chevy Suburban, Chevy Tahoe, Wagoneer, Ford Expedition. Destroys all of them, humiliates them. That's the truth. It's an utter humiliation for the Americans, as the Japanese have destroyed them. Finally, it has happened. That's the truth. And do I miss the Land Cruiser? Is it worthy to replace the Land Cruiser? The answer is yes. This is what the Land Cruiser could have been for the American market if it wasn't for the Land Cruiser being a Lexus LX pretty much with less comfort globally. So on this notion, I'm going to end this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to my show, and share your opinion and your personal feelings about the Sequoia in the comment section. Thank you very much. I also want to say just before, I am a very young automotive journalist. I know what I'm talking about. So please enjoy my video, whole video. Thank you very much.